day, everyone. I am Diplomat Nathan Adorajaye with the United Nations President. We are here at the 56th General Assembly to discuss the rights of every child to education. The world is at the verge of losing their future generation leaders due to the incessant rise of out-of-school children. As a result of poverty and amalgamation, more than 158 million children remain out of school. Sub-South Africa is the most affected area with over 32 million children out of school. Central and Eastern Asia, as well as the Pacific, are also affected with over 27 million children out of school. Let me hand it over to the Secretary General.
I am Diplomat Emanuela Wodo. I am the Secretary General of the United Nations. Welcome again to the 56th General Assembly. As the Chief Speaker said, we are at the verge of losing our children to lack of education, which needs tackle immediately. Here at the 56th General Assembly, we shall be discussing the rights of every child to education. I would like all my diplomats here to introduce themselves and the countries they represent.
I'm Diplomat Araluwa Wright, representing the country Philippines from Asia.
I am Diplomat Sophia, representing the country India from Asia.
I am Diplomat Ibrahim from Colombia, representing South America.
I am Diplomat Gold Ekaheme from Paraguay, representing South America.
I am Diplomat Oyinlola Mayungbe, representing the country of Nigeria from the continent Africa.
I am Diplomat Timilade from the country Sudan, representing Africa.
I am Diplomat Richie from the country USA. I'm representing North America.
I am Diplomat Sharon Izo from the country Romania, representing Europe.
Now let's hear the problems.
Once again, I am Diplomat Oyinlola Mayungbe, representing the country of Nigeria from the continent Africa. Now, here is our problem. 1 out of 5 of the world's population of out-of-school children are from Nigeria. Even though primary education is free and compulsory, about 10.5% of the country's population aged 5 to 14 don't attend primary schools. The number of children who are going to school are 36.5 million of people aged 6 to 11. Now the population of children aged 36 to 59 are attending early schools in the north. The picture is even bleaker with a net attendance rate of 53%. Another thing that is happening in our own country is that in the north there are some problems such as socio-economic and socio-cultural problems that make the attendance rate even bleaker. Thank you.
Once again, I'm Diplomat Araluwa Wright, representing the country Philippines from Asia. Here are the problems we have. Despite being a middle-income country with sufficient resources to support children's education, many Filipino children missed out on opportunities to learn. The number of children accessing education, the quality of education they receive, and the condition of their learning environment are cause for concern. Many schools don't have toilets and clean water. The number of children out of school has reached 2.8 million because of low investments over the past decade. Outdated teaching methods and limited attention to development of children's social and emotional skills. Filipino children lag behind. This situation is worse for vulnerable children, including the indigenous children and living with disabilities.
Once again, I'm Diplomat Timilade Ogunleye from the country Sudan, representing Africa. Here is our problem. The Sudan people diverse in terms cultural historical heritage, there are more than 150 ethnicity groups and tribes, many of which have distinct languages, religion affiliations, customs, traditions, and territorial dominations and localized economies. In 2011, the population of Sudan was estimated at 34 million based on 2008 population census. Sudan has both the largest number and highest rate of out-of-school children in MENA region. Sudan has home 7.9 million children between the age of 5 and 13, whom 3.1 million are not in school.
Once again, I'm Diplomat Sophia Balogun from India, representing Asia. To escape from poverty, earn livelihoods, or make extra income, many children from India forsake their education and schooling. Many children never even attend school, and if they do, they drop out or leave school early to work elsewhere. Due to this reason, the literacy rate remains low and leaves children vulnerable to social and economic exploitation. Less than half of India's children between age 6 to 14 go to school. At least 35 million children aged 6 to 14 do not attend school. 53% of girls in the age group 5 to 9 are literate. In India, only 53 of habitation has a primary school. This is not too good, Mr. Speaker. Let's hear the hearings of the children around the world.
I want to be a pilot. I came from South America. Education is my right.
I want to be an engineer. I came from South America. Education is my right.
I want to be an engineer. I came from Europe. Education is my right.
I'm Diplomat Richie from the country United States. I'm representing North America. The kids of the United States have the right to free public education, and the Constitution requires that all kids be given equal education, no matter their race, ethnic background, religion or sex, citizen or non-citizen, whether they are poor or rich. Everybody must have equal education. Thank you.
Once again, I am Diplomat Ibrahim Mohammed Audu. Here are the problems. Education is every children's right. If the children in Colombia break free from poverty, education is crucial. Not only does education give children opportunities to build independent and fulfilling lives, but is also a joy that should be experienced by every child. Even though the Colombian Constitution requires children aged 5 to 15 to go to school, approximately 1.2 million Colombian children currently do not receive any formal education. Although enrollment rates are often high, it can be difficult for the most at-risk children to remain in school. Indeed, only about 88% of those who enroll in primary school stay there until the final primary grade. Thank you.
Once again, I'm Diplomat Sharon Izo from the country Romania, representing Europe. The Romanian government needs to double its investment in education. This was said by the UNICEF. In Romania, 400,000 children don't go to school or complete compulsory education. The Romanian government is investment in education, but they need to do more. This increase in investments in education, what it is, an investment. And investment in children and investment in the future. The remainder measures such as second chance are much more expensive and come also with hard to measure. Social inclusion is paid for the most vulnerable children. 1. Children from rural areas. 2. Poor and Roma families and children with disabilities.
Once again, I'm Diplomat Gold Ekaheme from Paraguay, representing the continent South America. At least 10% of children in Paraguay do not have access to education. Extreme poverty, particularly in rural areas, means families can't afford schooling. Many then instead send their children to work at an early age to supplement income. Statistics statistics show that 50% of children between the ages 10 and 17 are in works. The job in mines, factories, and constructions or private homes are labor intensive. The children work long hours and are prevented from going to school. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diplomat Sophia. Provide disadvantaged children with the best teachers.
I, Diplomat Ore, providing learning resources to help children progress at the appropriate pace.
Hi, I am Diplomat Gold. We need to address disadvantages from early childhood.
Hi, I'm Diplomat Ibrahim. We must ensure that teaching is at the right pace for the weakest learners.
I am Diplomat Oyinlola, and here's my suggestion. Create awareness and sensitization at all levels.
Hi, I'm Diplomat Miladi. Here's my suggestion. Empower parents and communities to hold schools and hold policy makers accountable.
Hi, I am Diplomat Richie, and here's my suggestion. Reduce the level of poverty in developing countries.
Having heard all your suggestions, I would like you to go back to your various countries and continents and make sure education is right for every children.
Together we can do it. Everybody rise. Thank you, diplomats. Together we can do it.
Together we can.
Thank you. See you at the 57th United Nations General Assembly. Thank you.